Dogs are our best friends, so it's not surprising that you think you know everything about our furry friends. After spending so much time with them, you probably think you've figured out their behavior patterns, what they like, and how they express themselves. But you're wrong. There's much more that science has to say about our furry companions, from whether they understand us to how they can help our health. For a long time, no one wanted to study dog behavior. Biologists considered dogs to be hybrids created by human evolution, akin to Frankenstein's monster. Psychologists saw no reason to prefer dogs over smaller, more convenient test subjects like rats. The minds of dogs were a mystery that no scientist cared about. However, in the late 20th century, this changed. Studies on dogs' incredible ability to track human actions increased. Here are some interesting facts that these studies have revealed. Dogs truly love us. An experiment conducted in Atlanta, Georgia, scientifically proved that dogs feel affection for humans. Researchers examined the brain structures of dogs using painless brain scans. The results showed that the reward centers in the brains of dogs were activated when reminders of their loved ones were presented. Another experiment conducted in Tokyo, Japan, examined the brain chemistry of dogs. In this experiment, it was found that when dogs made eye contact with their beloved humans, the levels of oxytocin, known as the love hormone, increased in both humans and dogs. The urge to form strong emotional bonds in dogs was found to be associated with genes that cause a very rare condition called Williams-Beuren syndrome when mutated in humans. One of the distinctive features of this syndrome is what doctors call exaggerated gregariousness, an exaggerated tendency to form warm emotional bonds, just like in dogs. Their aging process is very different. The theory that every year a dog ages is equivalent to 7 human years has been debunked by scientists. A study conducted at the University of California revealed that when dogs reach 2 years of age, it's not equivalent to 14 human years but rather middle age. According to the university's research, dogs at the age of 3 are closer in age to a 50-year-old human. Furthermore, the study found that as dogs reach middle age, they tend to age more slowly than humans. This means that a 10-year-old dog is equivalent to a 68-year-old human. However, this doesn't mean they don't go through adolescence. A study conducted in England discovered that dogs go through a stage similar to adolescence at around 8 months old. Adolescent dogs were found to be more indifferent to commands and less obedient. Dr. Lucy Asher, a senior lecturer at the Faculty of Natural and Environmental Sciences at Newcastle University, who led the study, says that dogs undergoing this process are psychologically vulnerable and can undergo personality changes. It was also discovered that, just like in humans, female dogs reach adolescence faster. They really understand what we say. Many dog owners are inclined to talk to their furry friends. You probably know a dog owner who swears their furry friend understands what they're saying. According to new research, there's some truth to this view. A study conducted at Emory University revealed that dogs have a basic vocabulary and can distinguish words they've heard before from ones they haven't. Another important finding of the study is that dogs genuinely make an effort to understand what their owners are saying. When dogs hear new words, there is more activation in the auditory regions of their brains, indicating that they want to understand and make an effort to do so. According to a study published in Biology Letters, dogs can also distinguish not only words but also tones of voice. When dogs were played recordings of familiar and unfamiliar people repeating the same words, it was found that dogs responded to familiar voices and could recognize the words being said. They can follow directions. Researchers have examined whether dogs' ability to follow commands is innate or learned through training. A study published in Frontiers in Psychology suggests that untrained stray dogs can understand human pointing gestures. The study showed that about 80% of the participating dogs successfully followed specific location indicators even though they had not received prior training. Researchers say that this shows that animals can navigate complex movements simply by observing humans. They also add that this could have implications for reducing conflict between stray dogs and humans. They positively affect our health. The ability of our four-legged friends to help with mental health, reduce anxiety, and alleviate loneliness has long been known, but did you know they could also have a positive impact on our physical health? Researchers combined the health records of 3.8 million people for a study and found that owning a dog leads to better cardiovascular outcomes. It was found that having a dog reduces the risk of death from all causes by 24% compared to those without a pet, and the likelihood of dying after a heart attack is 65% lower. The risk of death for those suffering from cardiovascular problems is also 31% lower. Evidence is increasing that interacting with dogs not only reduces a patient's anxiety, heart rate, and blood pressure but also increases the production of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with feelings of happiness. They have superpowers. Ever wondered why a dog's nose is always wet? Although it's commonly assumed to be related to regulating body temperature, researchers have found that it's because a dog's nose serves as an extremely sensitive heat detector. In a study published in Scientific Reports, a research team from Sweden and Hungary found that when the ambient temperature was 30 degrees Celsius, a dog's rhinarium, the naked tip of its nose, was 5 degrees colder. Researchers believe that such differences indicate that the nose tip serves a sensory function, and the hypothesis has been proven correct. The study showed that a dog's nose can detect very weak heat sources, such as a small mammal 1.5 meters away. They have their own professions. Until the 16th century, dogs were used as guides for blind individuals. Now, they undertake other important tasks in our lives. We know that therapy dogs are widely used. In addition to therapy dogs, there are communication sessions with dogs available for patients struggling with physical illnesses and psychological problems. Similarly, we are aware of police dogs trained to detect drugs. However, these are not the only areas where dogs are involved. For example, during the forest fires in Chile in 2017, dogs played an important role in the recovery of extensive areas devastated by fires. 3 border collie dogs were tasked with distributing seeds to improve fauna while running. Additionally, it is known that dogs are used in archaeological studies. A recent study has shown that dogs trained to find human remains help archaeologists discover new excavation sites. Dogs are not just pets for humanity, they are also assistants, therapists, and even heroes. Their abilities and loyalty have made valuable contributions to humanity in many areas throughout history.